Welcome back to Evil Plays Silent Hill F. This is going to be part 12 of my ongoing playthrough of me trying to get this second ending now. I'm playing on the PlayStation 5 Pro, streaming on the PlayStation Network to YouTube if you're curious about what I'm playing on and how I'm streaming. And technically, this is the second time I've tried part 12, as for some reason the stream just ended. Previously mentioned I'm trying to make it back from middle school. I don't know if we can. I don't need to go into the middle schools before, but it might be already too late. But even so, because this is one thing to get one of the endings, is to get that sacred sword.
相棒、妙な化け物が増えてる気がしないか？
お前の宇宙戦争だって妙な宇宙人が
I know I gotta find out. Hey, Bud Files. Happy Wednesday to you.
あっち行け
相棒、こっちだ。
We can't hop on top of that. Oh wait, Royal Shock's reputation. Trophy earns for killing that dude. Because you're supposed to be running away from him. But he's standing in front of a coffee shop. We're supposed to be going. Maybe that's the high school. Got back up quick. Trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go. Something through there.
これもうじき壊れるな。
Something. Guys. Not anything really good, but you figure something. Got turned around.
今何かが飛んでったぞ。
シュウ君、一緒に逃げよう。
What just flew by? It's probably Rinko just throwing random potted plants.
2人はどこに。 子こっち。
Damn it. Ooh. Okay.
咲子。
That's right. Wonder why it shows that icon there.
柊君嘘ついてるよね。
知らねえよ。
騙せてると思う？ひなこを。
ひなこ遅かったな。心配したぜ。
心配してなかったよ。相棒なら絶対に大丈夫って言ってた。
Swore there was something else over here besides that twerking. This game is trying to set you up for this little fight right here with this guy. I need to be thorough because that third shrine is over here somewhere. That's right. Chocolate. Aha. The final shrine of the missing. I just gotta find it. It's gonna show me where it's at. It's those sandals. Technically, I think there's somewhere over here. Oh, I think they're forward, but on the other side. Yeah, because there's that flag. I think they're right over there. I know. I was just thinking the same thing.
やめてくれ。そんな話今はしたくない。
やめないよ。シュウ君がしっかりと現実を見るまでやめない。
Hanako's dead.
だからやめてくれ。俺は。
なら言ってあげる。ひな子はね、死んだんだよ。ひな子は向こうの世界で楽しくやっているんだから。
相棒、遅かったな。さあ行こうぜ。
I've also been thinking, is it like a metaphorical way she's talking? Like, she's dead, because she said she's dead now and she's living a better life. Is that like she got married and living a better life? There's the same. It's gonna be taken. Yatta! Alright, so that's all 5
誰我
statues.
らのもとへ
Come to us. Come to the divine
Chi-
tree. Why did I say come to the divine tree again? Weird.
僕のもとへ私何をご神木へ
What was I?
どういうこと
Divine tree? What is this all about? Where is the divine tree? I think it's all the way at the top. Don't remember, but I think it's somewhere near the top, like by the shrine. But it's on like it's kind of on a path like that. Could have swore it was a branching one from the shrine. Maybe it's when we go ahead choose residence after the school. I don't remember. I know we run into it soon. Well, at least on this path, we're getting stuff done. Helps when you look up stuff.
鍵がかかってる昔はなかったのに
鍵は学校にあるはずだ。
ちょっと休憩しようよ。
Back into school.
So 卒業以来だな。
So weird, they've been here on the second and third playthrough. I don't remember them showing up right away in the first playthrough. And I'm talking about the scarecrows. As I remember it, they don't show up until you go to the second floor.
この祠
I guess it depends though, because they are outside, so it depends on how much time you spend once you go to that
より古いとこ
playground area.
ダム建設で一山当てた成金がわざわざここに学校を建てたって聞いたことがある。
You know, has to find an emblem. Got all these points and can't even upgrade.
キーボックスが開かない。鍵がいる。使えるものはないか。
Yes. Yoga. This window being oh yeah, dude, this where he says this intro. It's kind of weird. We never find out like who says them. I mean, we don't ever see anybody else in the school. And it does sound like a teacher. It's like the ghost of the vice principal. There's also these like sheet music that's laying around, and ironically, it's readable enough to play. But it's like it's all weird. It's the whole song is falsetto. It's like beep 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 beep. What was this? I'm trying to remember. Was it the 5-3? Or 5? Maybe this was information. Let's try that. Aha. Time. Thank you. Oh, funny. Like, oh shit, she turned around. that's cool. Hmm. That's pretty cool. Hmm. Scarecrow guys are funny.
更衣室。
This one. You can tell me who's locker room? Who's the messy one? I think this is the C one. It's either 773 or 377. I'm gonna try it backwards. Aha. Because for some reason I always want to do the opposite. I always want to do.
これってお供え物。
I think that was a glitch. I don't think she was supposed to come alive until I get one of them wrong. I think this is the SOS. Aha. The other two I remember easily.
こんなとこに置いとくなんて。
Who's this one? What's this? Aha. I said easily, but I don't know, I kind of almost forgot. Because that one I think has two combination. I think it depends on whether I'm playing on hard. Oh, game shuttered there for a second. I could have sworn it was under the locker over here. That's also another thing we don't ever get to see is playing the music. The other one's coming too. This ain't ever happened when they follow me upstairs. That's what you get for sneaking up on people. Get the kitchen knife. It's a puzzle box from your weird friend. I was trying to remember that one. I'm trying to remember. Hmm. It's always the tall one. Is it that one? Maybe this is all sweet over. Maybe it's grapes. Pineapple, strawberry. And this one. Maybe. Okay, so this is the journal. So closed journal. Journal. Okay. And this one. Ta-da. Did that like hand or whatever come from? I don't remember that seeing that either.
どこに行ったかと思えば。
お姉ちゃんどこ？
お友達と楽しく過ごせた？ならそろそろお支度をなさい。もうお友達とはお別れの時間よ。
お姉ちゃん。
あなたが殺すのよ。あなたの手で。それができるからここへ来たのでしょう。
それってどういう？
Alright, now we go downstairs. Yeah, that's where we found the dude's keys, was in the garden.
やっと見つけた。
Right there, I could have sworn I ran that one. How do I get it in the lockers without these comments? It's called memory. And my memory is slipping. I used to have a way better memory.
校舎内まで入ってきてる。
I didn't notice them up there either. At first. Oh, that's the... I kind of figured that on my own. That's the clue to get that one locker open, but it's 865. Hell yeah. Thinking Lincoln? I don't know if I ever heard that one. Shit, I don't know if I've been in this room. I don't know how. I know Baga. Baga means like idiot or stupid, like it says. Oh yeah, they're using pager code. I wonder if this finding those actually opens up more lockers, because for some reason I don't think I've been over here. I thought we had been over here. I should write down those codes. I'm playing this so much. But I kind of, because most of them are all like radio code format, like SOS 401 for information. I am a tortoise. The bus is calling out to me. I didn't get the news that school would be so far away. Bus, the best thing in the world. I love it so much. I made it my locker combination.
暗号のメモか。まだまだ子供だな。
I don't know if I understand that one. Oh, how I wish I could just climb inside a locker and drown this man. I know, we found that one before. Maybe I only came up here on the first playthrough? Because I don't remember coming here last time. So maybe I accidentally forgot coming up here. touch that for me. Because we figured we'd get like a ton of information disposition here. And we do get information at the school, but I always kind of feel like there's more. Like, especially because the day where we live in is related to them at school. Not this school. I mean, I want to say they look like high school, but girl's trying everything. I gotta give her props. At least she was trying different stuff. She ain't even like that Space Quest.
君に命を救われ魂を奪われた私だ
I think she's just trying to get in
今
his
度は
pants.
私が
And you don't want
魂
that.
を救い古き君の命を奪おう
Alright, we are fully foxed out. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick and refresh my coffee. Maybe like a minute. What's up, Aaron? I don't know if he had commented before. I didn't know if I'd seen your message. I'm trying to think. So one of the things I missed is in this area. I have to be diligent when we get there. I think it's later in the game. But to get this ending, I have to get this Hotai no Gai Sama, whatever it's called, because I missed it the ending. But it's not a long game. It's like 7 hours. But every single time we play, we've been finding new stuff, new scenes. I do like that interacting with like a little bit of stuff, or finding new stuff opens new paths and stuff. I mean, they've done that before in Silent Hill games. Like, I do know specifically. I remember in Silent Hill 1 to get that UFO ending, it was you had to do really weird and certain stuff. Like, you had to find a key in a doghouse. You had to take that key somewhere, and everything was like really far away from each other. If you found it on its own, you'd probably never find, where that key went. Or as far as I can remember, I think I used a guide to get those. Like, because I want to say the first time I played the original Silent Hill, I wasn't aware there were different endings. Like, I mean, around that time, I'm trying to think what game. The only games I can think around that time that had different endings was like fighting games. Honestly, most games you got like, thanks for playing. You didn't really get like a big storied out scene around the beginning of Silent Hill, Resident Evil, PlayStation 1 days. That was when they were really, pushing, you know, CGI scenes and movie scenes and games and stuff. I mean, 64 was doing it too, more cinematic gameplay thing. And I don't know, I can't tell you what started the whole separate endings thing, but I can remember for me, Silent Hill was one of the first, like finding out it had different endings and you had to do different stuff to get the ending. I did. And they weren't really that really that good. I remember in Street Fighter, all you got was like a picture on the right side of the screen, and the left side of the screen was like dialogue text. Like Ryu went on to, fighting, training for the next tournament. That's all you got. It was like, that's it. Yeah. I just beat this hard as hell fighting game. And that's it.
美しい腕だね。血潮さえ美しい。
ありがとうございます。
I love this part of the game. And this last playthrough without taking the drugs, she does look different. I do like without the smeared lips and stuff when you get to see her in the scenes. What am I doing? I know what to do. Sometimes I forget. But remember, Mike, we gotta be thorough. It's not this one. I think it's the next one. I don't think we can get there through this one. It's the one where it connects all the ritual chambers, and we're doing ritual 1, basically. I love this ritual. It's my favorite ritual because we get to burn fuck out of Rinko. Rinko is a horrible individual. And all 3 of her friends. She's the worst. I mean, we're talking about a girl that literally goes crazy on some pills. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, so I didn't find out about the Chrono Trigger thing until, shit, my 20s, 30s. Because I played Chrono Trigger originally when it dropped. I didn't buy it myself, but I had friends that had it, and we had ran through it and played. But even at that time, I don't know, we knew that, or was aware that, beating it in faster times or trying different things. And I do remember Resident Evil had, like, if you beat it within, like, you know, a certain time you got like extended endings or something like that. It wasn't like it was more like scenes added on or something like that. But you're all right, Chrono Trigger. And that's kind of what I was thinking was RPGs really kind of started it, kind of thing. Yeah, I think every Final Fantasy except for one. I'm trying to remember if like two, three. Bubble Bobble has different endings. Don't tell me that. You being serious? Bubble Bobble is actually one of the things that I pride myself on beating. Like going through the arcade and beating all 100 levels. Like I did not know it had different endings. One or two. I played the shit out. I mean, I have real. That's one of my most favorite games. I have real cartridges of both Bubble Bobble. I have the manual. I bought all this shit separately. The only thing I don't have is a box. You know, I see you. I did not know that. I don't even know what ending I've seen. I'm gonna have to go look that up. This room is disappointing. I didn't find it until last time. There ain't shit in here. I mean, these two items, but you think this room full of Rinko's dolls and shit, there'd be like some kind of like information about it. No, just creepy room of dolls. I've experienced this in real life. My ex's mom, she had like a massive doll collection. She lived in a trailer house that was it was a big trailer house. It was like 6 rooms, but like I want to say 5 of those rooms were full with those porcelain dolls. I mean, and it's not that they were weird looking dolls. They were just, you know, normal porcelain dolls, and she had them like placed around the house. What her collection had that most people don't even think about is like she had the dolls in some of the strangest like places and like really unorthodox stuff. She'd have an aquarium full of water and there'd be porcelain dolls in the water like submerged, and it'd be like, why? You know, like it'd be just so out of context of it. That made it weird. And that's just one example, but she had a ton of like the dolls in weird places. Like you'd find them like under the sofa laying down, but it's not like somebody just left them down there. No, she like placed them on purpose. Alright, we need red and green for a while. Let's go to the store. I like the store because we get to fight in the store. I did kind of touch it. You're funny. If you could do something. Together. It's like the game wants us to do that focus stuff. I hardly ever do it. I did it then. It's kind of cool sometimes. Gotta charge it up. Actually, yeah, so you start playing. I still got like 90 something gigs to go. I haven't put any more time into the download. I need to start doing like 20 gigs a day or something like that just to get out of the room while I'm playing this. More to take. I also learned that Quantum Break is also a part of the, I don't even know what universe it's called, but the Alan Wake universe. Like it briefly ties in with Control. And I tried to see if that was on the PlayStation Network, and I don't, as far as I could see, it's not. But I do remember that game because they did just like Control and Alan Wake, where they used like real actors. Yeah, it does. I've seen some of that album too. I mean, you're talking about Control, 27 years old. It looks good. I happened to play Control at the right time because they just dropped that DLC, the Foundation, like a couple weeks before I played it. I was like, oh, I thought this came out a long time. I didn't know they had just dropped it, and it was like a free DLC or something like that. Or maybe it was part of my deluxe, but that's like the Clear Obscure nerd. I mean, you'd been trying to get me to play that forever. I finally break down, play it, beat it. And right as soon as I beat it, they're like, hey, thanks to the fans, we're dropping some free DLC. Like, how convenient. I don't know if I fucked myself on Clear Obscure because I started New Game Plus and I haven't really played. I kind of made it to like a little bit into the game, so I don't know if like to play the DLC you have to make it like, you know, because some DLC, like, I mean, the Alan Wake and Control DLCs were after the game. It's the one with those creepy doctor dolls start moving. Well, I think in this one I do get to fight. Try to remember. Or is this one just here? No, this one's just here. It's hard to tell because like every game wants to do their DLC different. It's kind of annoying. You never know. Yeah, okay. Why is my sanity so? This girl about to go crazy and shit. Did we not pick it up? Why is it still like this? outside the game there for a second. Oh, yeah. You get the big paw. That's about really the only way they can really damage this is with the crabs. Like that one, there's supposed to be an audio cue before that one, she just did it. I think the audio cue actually came after she grabbed me. Because they're supposed to do that. You're playing too many games at once. You playing both those games?
覚えてる？私たちが初めて会った日。
Shit, I'm liking this game. Oh, I think that was something they added. I did see that because I was watching some I like watching list videos when I have free time. Like part of my brain rot videos, but I kind of say they're not brain rot because at least I'm learning something. But I did see that that was like a huge complaint in the beginning, and they went back and added they added different difficulties. But I mean, I'm not against that. That's like this game. It has story hard, and then once you beat story, it has in the fog. So I mean, if you want to, you can make the game harder. I like that. Like, give us a basic level or an easy level to begin with, and then build it up. I hardly ever play on easy, but like normal, that's the mode I want to play at the first game. Because you're having to learn mechanics, like especially RPGs. You're having to learn what equipment does what, durability and stamina, and it's a bunch of shit to take in. In the game, and then the game is trying to pursue you with the most deadly shit. No, it's not fun. That's what really pissed me off about what was that game I played? And I loved the game. I thought it was great, especially for the survival horror franchise. But at the same time, the first playthrough, it's way too hard. Like, it doesn't get easy until you get New Game Plus, Chronos or whatever. Chronos pissed me off at the difficulty and shit. I mean, you're talking about you're already throwing in enemies that can merge and become stronger when they merge, and they're giving you 3 bullets. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. Alright, right. Yeah, I really did like Chronos, but there's a reason, instantly I wanted to replay this one. This one, I mean, Chronos, I want to say only has a couple more secrets, and watching a lore video, it kind of it took away the need. And this one's got so many. I'm still even on this. I mean, I've already beat this game twice, and I've learned stuff both playthroughs, but I'm still learning.
リムコの部屋
And there's still a huge unexplained gaps. You have to keep your weapon sharpened as you fight. That I'm used to, but it's kind of like this. Because this one does focus a lot on durability, and you have to watch it. But I want to say durability is like a Souls staple. Stamina and durability are kind of the two things that you. It's kind of what you learn really quick, is all the armor and stuff is really aesthetic. It does serve a purpose, but once you get good at the game with dodge and counters and parries, that kind of stuff, it kind of makes all that obsolete, and you learn what you really need to worry about is just stamina and durability. Depending on what build you play, usually magic control and stuff like that. Because I usually play a three-way, I usually do a ranged and a melee build. this one's not a fighting one either. We just gotta turn around some weird Rinko dolls like this one here. Ew! She melted that doll's face and then turned it around so nobody would see it. That one, she took a whole bunch of animal parts and stuck it on the back of that one and hit it. I'm telling you, this girl's weird. This one's my favorite. She like burned it and then like dressed it up to look like. Oh, we do that. Oh. Alright, I'm getting a big claw now.
私をこれ以上怒らせるな。
I wish I could live in a world where it's just you and me, but I don't mean that I want the rest of the town to disappear. Handwriting turns erratic and distorted. No, what I truly want is a world where that nasty little cockroach named Hinako, who's always crawling around Shu, is gone. I don't care how it happened. She can die in an accident or some rare disease. Hell, she can just move to some far-off country for all I care. I just want her gone forever. Won't any of the gods answer my prayers? I forgot it was time. Go back to normal, girl. Get out of attack mode. Thank you. It's a very teeny tiny small complaint, but for some reason it's hard to search and look for stuff when she's in attack mode. Like the prompts don't pop up the same. We just found a brand new letter. Like this is the third time we've been here. Rinko's story is probably the easiest to understand. Because some of hers, because it's really just based around jealousy and the relationship that Hinako has with Shu. And eventually, like, somewhere in there.
ひんやりしてるあんたを私が何度助けてあげたことか。なんでいつもあんたばっかりなのよ。
It's like that. Why do you get it all? She's mad that Hinako met some, like, fancy dude, took her away to get married, but at the same time, that's what got Hinako killed. That's what she's talking about. I have to work so much harder. I have to actually try. Bitch, you do understand what happened to this girl, right? As far as what we know, she married into this rich family. And like it legit got her killed. Actually, that's some of the details. Hinako still might be alive. Because from the first ending, it kind of does. Whoa, I don't know. It's like we're getting different pieces of timelines. But technically, Hinako still could be alive. Because at the end of this game, all we know is that she goes on a murder spree after she's all doped up on drugs. Right, yeah, basically. Yeah, actually, when you find out Hinako's a big pill popper, that kind of like, you talk about a story twist that comes out of nowhere. Like, what? Where was that? And you don't realize these red pills you've been picking up the whole game. Like, bitch, I've been helping her pill pop. You talk about one, like, I want to say one of the greatest, coolest mechanisms that I've seen in a game lately. Like, bro, I mean, it's a health item. You go through, it's one of the most stable health items in this game. And finding out that that's actually just like the cause of what might be her death is, she's a pill popper. Like, and the other things start to make sense. Like, oh, hold on, wait a minute. That's why the best friend's been giving her pills. Fuck, I'm missing something. I need to get over to the store. Is this store? We did this. It's also a game where it doesn't hurt to run around in circles because new stuff will appear and pop up with you when you interact with stuff. Like, I don't think that note I found in Hiniko's room, I don't think it appears until after you do that little skirmish fight. Oh, that's right, I gotta do this one. The store's right there. Dude. Or was it? Because I thought that was gonna be a blue one. Damn it. Alright, so we go here. What happens now? How do we get that to go blue? Aha. I need this one to be green. Okay, that one is green. I think so. No, I need this one to be light blue. I've done this now 3 times. You think I'd like have it down. Shit. I still got something. Well, damn it. That was, this one's supposed to be the easiest to get to. I don't know why this round I'm having. The other two are supposed to be the harder. I want to say inside that room, it's actually the harder of the fights, but to get to it, it's the easiest because it's right here on the main path. About so. Wait, which one's the blue one? No. Can't go far so good. Making this way more harder. Alright, now we get to go in this door. I like this door. I really enjoy how the game has changed from the first playthrough to the second playthrough. Like, even though you don't up the difficulty, like, the game knows that, you would have at least leveled up a couple times, Because this fight, originally, there's just one guy. And this was actually one of the first scenes that got me. Because it's not even a jump scare. You're about to see him. As soon as I turn this light, there's gonna be a guy like right here, right next to me, and the way they put him in your view, it's so great. These candies, they bring back memories. Can I even interact with those other candies? No, not until I turn on the light. Like right there, the camera turns you to him. I was like, oh hell yeah. You're still there? Come here. Hero. Originally, it's just that guy that's right here, and they added that second guy. And here's that box of candy I was talking about. Yummy. It's like fingers and maggots and who knows what. Oh my goodness. Because we're supposed to be looking for the... It's right here.
これでリンコと
And now Rinko and I can go our separate ways. Yeah, we're gonna burn the fuck out of her. That's also another thing that we know. Like, this is the first friend we're parting ways with in a metaphorical sense, because technically we're about to kill her off. But she's still alive in the main game. Okay, but here's the catch. This is how Rinko dies in real life, because we know how all three of her friends really die in real life. The first friend that does pass away is in the very first scene, Sakako. She does die of a heart attack, and the way we see her die in the game, she just kind of gets, she gets bedazzled, and then she just falls over. So she kind of does appear to have a heart attack. Rinko in real life does die from a fire. And we're about to burn her here. And we see her a couple other times that she's in her burn monologue, and then her best friend Shu, he dies from suffocation. And when we part ways with him, he's hanging himself, kind of thing. We don't know how all three of these deaths happened, if they're connected, and when they happened. But I think it's ironically that the way that we're parting with him is the way that... Where am I going? You're over there. Never leave? No, I have not. Because this whole path is open. It is. What the hell? Or am I having trouble going back? Alright, now we can say bye to Rinko. It's also another thing we don't...
彼の気持ち考えたことある？あんたは裏切った。もてあそんで裏切った。謝れ。その格好で今すぐ土下座して謝れ。聞こえてるんでしょ。なんとか言いなさいよ。ひなこ。
this one for me is it's been the most abstract as far as finding out. Like, cause in every Silent Hill, the reason that Silent Hill is taking place is because of some sort of like tormented stuff that hasn't been dealt with. Like the very first one, you're going back because you got a letter from. Well, that's number two, but it's kind of the same motif as the first one. But you're going back to the town because you got a letter from your deceased wife or whatever that you found. You know, but all in all, like part two, it's like secretly like you killed your wife and you're like having issues dealing. I'm trying to remember what the third and fourth one. The Room was the one I played the most. The fourth one. Well, one and two is definitely the ones I played the most. Like it's out of three and four, like four is probably the one I played. Yeah. And this one, there is a lot of that. Like this whole area is kind of like, you know, you assume it's her afterlife, and it's like, this is all relation to her wedding, because that's like a part of her main story. Because where we know her current main story to kind of end and fizzle out, we don't know if that it's the end in quotation marks. I actually did the quotation marks. I had to say them. We don't know if technically she's dead. Like the game has stated a bunch of times that she is, and we're here in the afterlife. But this all could be like metaphorically. Like this could be the death of her childhood kind of stuff, because the game, we know that most of her anguish comes from this wedding. It's from her parents. Her parents were in debt. Her dad somehow met this family and came up with the idea to use Hinako as a diary to marry off to this guy, and that's who the fox guy is. And we do know when Hinako and this guy met, because they have met. But oh yeah, I could do the other challenge. They met when they were children, and Hinako kind of saved them. Not really, but a dog bit the dude, and she saved him from the dog. But it was kind of just a good dog to begin with. Just bit him out of stress. So we have other bits and pieces of the marriage, because that's part of why the beginning part of this game happens. Like she goes back home to talk with her parents, and she goes to talk to Shu, and then Hinako and Sakuko just ends up being there.
咲子の
Fast forward, we do know that she's stressed out about the wedding. She is popping pills due to that stress. Fast forward past that, we do know at the wedding, she goes batshit crazy and she kills everybody at the wedding in her wedding gown while she's high on these pills. And that's the last we know of Hiniko, that she killed like a whole wedding reception full of people and a whole bunch of people that was outside the wedding. And that's all we know. We don't know technically. I mean, because from what the cops know, this girl's still alive and dangerous. Like super dangerous by the sounds of it, because it sounds like she killed like 60 some odd people. Now, the ending that I'm going for this time is the said bad ending, and it's titled Fox's Wedding. So I'm hoping we get more information about the wedding, because it. But this game, I mean, after you play it the first time, you can tell the game is made to be beat multiple times, just based on how quick you can beat it. I mean, for me, I think it was like 9 hours I beat it. But that's also doing stuff like this, getting stuck on puzzles, like, so I want to say like an hour and a half of this. So really, it's like 7 hours. And I'm pretty sure if you know all these puzzles by heart, and remember all these combinations or have them written down, whatever. Yeah, it could probably be like 5 hours or something. You know, I wanted to suck you up, oh, you died in here. She started to back up. She normally does the second she hits that blue light. She backs up. And this time she was like, fuck it. I'll go for the kill. I needed some of her soul. This is also another one I don't quite understand why it's significant. Because she is friends with Sakuko, but like Sakuko's whole story was like they were friends in the beginning, and Hinako just kind of like friendship walked away, like, and not in a bad way. She just kind of moved on in life. They just didn't hang out that much. But to Sakuko, she believed it was like a traitor of what they had like originally built as friends. Like they had done one of those like friendship pacts where they were going to be friends forever. And so Sakuko took it to heart. But the Hinako didn't even think about it. She just kind of kept moving forward. Hey. Damn it. I did it in the shadow because I thought the blue light wouldn't touch it. Let's get the other one. It's actually an achievement as you go through the first one is to kill all these guys in the fuck, I brought him in here. Technically, in this one, like they kept that the Silent Hill where all these enemies are, something from the real life. You don't get an explanation like that of this. Some of the creatures we do know, like we know who are guys, who are. My mom, I actually think I do too. I'll show you this. Hell yeah, thank you. It's just you were the one I needed. Oh, my fox on, but I mean I got the fox on, but I want to upgrade it. is just getting rid of the enemies. That one guy makes a lot of noise. Oh, and I was gonna show you. Right here. So that's Sakiko, and that's like her. That's her like afterlife form. And that's Rinko. That's who I think she's coming up next. That's who we find. Is her dad, and her dad you find him throughout like most of the games. Oh, I love the art. I love the whole journal. Like, there's so many aspects of the game I do really appreciate. That's her mom. But like I said, I think her mom is also another thing. That's me or Hiniko. She is the fog. That's the fog monster. But that also is Hiniko. Because the version of Hiniko we're playing right now is supposed to be the version where she's like killing off all this stuff. She's supposed to be the fog monster, and she's supposed to be hunting down her friends and killing them off. Because it's supposed to be like letting go of those past things, childish thing, because she's supposed to be getting ready for the wedding. That's right there. She's in her wedding dress. That is, but it also represents the when she goes batshit crazy and kills everybody at the end. Because that's regular Shu. And Rinko already looks fucked up, but you can see her regular version behind her. She looks like that because we burned her, though. And Sakiko will look different once we do what we're about to do here. We're about to lock her in the dark. And then this is your husband, which we never. You get to see him for like a brief moment, but he's really hard to make out what he looks like, and you do get to see him like during a dream. So far, we still haven't seen what Junko looks, because when we see her, she's wearing a mask. She's wearing like an owl mask. We do get to see regular mom and dad. Where's Hiniko? Oh, that's the other thing. Hold on. One more I can show you. Because they're under. This guy's supposed to be somebody, I forget. And we did know in the beginning because that lock plays a key. It's the guy that I've just been fighting recently. He has. It's something pertaining to her dad, and I can't remember. This, I don't know if we have figured out. But they do give you clothes, like someone severed both of its legs and replaced them with such disturbing things so it couldn't go anywhere, or was this creature brought in existence just so it could end up like this? So I want to say this is in relation to this one article we might have found. It sounds like there was a serial killer in town, because there is this one guy that talks about finding more women, and once he finds them, he doesn't like letting them go, kind of thing. I also believe it could be her husband. Like, her husband's from this rich family clan. This, I want to say these are in relation to Hiniko's dolls. I mean, not Hiniko, Rinko's dolls, because we do know. This is the other one that I think's her mom. And it's from the description that we get. Like, I was trying to think. I think you get a more in-depth description. That's her dad. It's like a better picture of what he looks like. This one, I actually think is the dog that bit the husband or whatever. Because like the description, it crawls around on all fours. It appears to be all chummy with me. This one. It spawns monster after monster from the deadly smelling clumps of flesh it drops. Filthy, foul, and repulsive. The wonders of birth do not apply to this. But like, there's also like a little like cue you get when you first meet that monster, and Hiniko states something like it's a monster that feels comfortable in its own skin or something like that. And the one character that you meet like that in the game is her mom, and it's the way it's kind of based off the idea of the way Hiniko thinks about her mom, and it's because her mom's in this very abusive relationship with her dad, where he does beat the kids and her. And the way Hinako sees that is her mom's like this, this person that just allows that to happen, kind of thing. So when she sees that monster, it's kind of a remark that she states towards that monster, like, oh, it likes being that way, kind of thing. And then on top of that, it's stated that it is like a monster type creature because it does spit out like babies. We need to open. I'm trying to remember. What's in the other one? Now we need blue. So from here. I'm trying to think how I do this. Because this is the blue one. Wait. Hmm. Oh, yeah. No one's put it. I think so. Thank you. Sakako would name her little rabbits Hinako. It's like some fucked up shit. Inside all the blood on the walls, but she would have little rabbits in there, and for a long time she cherishes them. And eventually she started naming, like once she felt like Hinako had left her and betrayed her, and she would come up here to this little room. She'd be like, your new name is Hinako. With her, I think it's a little more like abstract, like how we kill her off to say goodbye. Because technically, we're just gonna leave her in the dark. But I think it kind of ties in with the whole like she had a heart attack, and it's kind of, I mean, everything just slowly goes black, kind of thing. But it also does tie into her greatest fear. She was afraid of the dark. I never real like understand why they make us come back in this area. It's a little weird. And these might be for Sakako. It might be the way that Himiko saw Sakako, because we know Sakako was autistic and she was a little like slow. Um, Hinako might have like saw her as like a child kind of thing, and maybe that's why she abandoned the friendship, kind of thing.
ひなこ来てくれたの怖いよ早く出して
Yeah, that's all we're gonna do is put up some lights.
何してるのいや一人は嫌 ひなこ助けて助けて行かないで
And it's also present that they're all in like their high school. I mean, if she got married, it would have been like during or after high school. And that right there was a new scene for the second game, although we had seen it. She comes out differently the first time. Actually, the first time she comes out all panicked. She didn't understand why. Let him think. I did try the English audio, and I will say it's good, but it's not. And it's funny because with the English audio, you actually get a whole different soundtrack. That's I will say the soundtrack is a lot more Silent Hill-y, because this one does have fragments of like moments that sound like Silent Hill, but for the most part, it's like a Japanese interpretation of that. Which I mean, the original soundtrack is done by I mean, it's a Japanese-made game. But I thought it was weird that when you play with different, you know, audio, you get a different soundtrack, you get different battle music, and which I thought was cool. Okay, so here's the down note on the different audio. They didn't fix the lips, like when you Like when you're watching Hinako talk, she still talks like she's speaking in Japanese, but they just dubbed her voice, so it's like watching an old Kung Fu or Godzilla movie with the dub, which in itself is kind of cool. Like I caught myself laughing a whole bunch, but it does, like, because it's funny, it takes away from the suspense, and the voice acting is good though. Like I like, oops, yep, the key. Especially the guy that got for Shu and for this Fox guy. I thought it was pretty cool. You get a whole different soundtrack. And at first it's subtle because it's like, now we get to do Shu. I will say his Aibo crap is creepy, but works at the same time.
お前の本当の選択を知りたい
I don't know what this is and pertains to, and we don't know why Hinako stopped hanging around with Shu, kind of thing. That does tie into
ひな子が初めて育てるには
why Rinko
ちょっ
hates
と
Hinako
難しかったよな
and also resents Hinako because she doesn't like that Shu calls
どこに行ったんだ
Hinako partner. To me, it's just dumb girl thinking, because
それが
I mean, that's exactly what you want. You're the guy that you want, you're the guy that you like,
俺を買って
that
もらう
has a
ために
girlfriend, like a girl slash
リ
friend,
ベントを頑張ったんだ
to treat that girl slash friend. You wouldn't want Shu treating Hinako like a pretty ass girl and be all lovey dovey with her. No, I mean, you want Shu to treat her like one of the
押し入れに
guys.
ぎっしりさ
But to me, that's just like high school,
俺の
like not
一番の
Rinko's
宝
not
物だ
thinking. It didn't matter anyways because she didn't want Rinko. Rinko was just pining over this dude and was just mad that that Hiniko actually had a relationship, albeit a friendship, but still a relationship with Shu. But what we don't know why Hiniko and Shu eventually stopped being friends, because there is, like what he just said right there, I need to know your answer. There's this whole conversation that Rinko has with Shu later on about Hiniko being dead. But I think that ties into they don't know what happened to Hiniko. Because the story we get of Hiniko is she disappears, she runs away. But we do know that's in relation to meeting this guy and getting married. Like she was basically escorted away, but she was just taken out of the public. She was brought here to this fancy ass mansion that we're walking around in. And up until the wedding, I don't think she was in public at all. So I think all her friends thought she died or disappeared, and that's why that's my thinking so far. Is that's why they keep saying she's dead. But that's in relation. We have known. Watch your friend die. It's gonna happen to you next. But that's in relation to some articles that we have found, like in stuff around town, because there's like a bulletin that's posted in town that says Hiniko went missing or was considered missing, and Hiniko states when she reads that was her choice, that she left. And we do know that the family designed her marriage with this dude because she was set up as a dowry to pay off her father's debts. So it wasn't just like, she ran off, but she probably had to tell her regular friends, like, some crazy ass shit. so they wouldn't come looking for her and stuff because Liz's family was like super secretive and possessed by the fox or whatever. Because that's a huge thing in this game. I mean, we are technically doing these rituals. Because technically, she's not supposed to look like this at this point. When you play New Game Plus, they give you all these added bonuses, but that brand on her back, the wolf arm, and the mask, all three grant us different powers. And she has a brooch on her chest too. It's technically 4 things, but like all 4 things grant her like way extra abilities. But these were rituals that technically we had to go through and do. I think that, if I'm not mistaken, this is the second ritual. Like at this point, she did cut off her own arm, and she attached the wolf on her own doing. This ritual, we're supposed to be applying that face mask that she has on, and now you can see that brooch. It's right there, because that brooch is not there when you play the first time through. But the ritual that we're supposed to be doing right now is applying the mask. And she literally cut off her own face to do that. Like she did a whole Joker scene. They actually went light on that part. The arm stuff? No, they actually show her cutting off her whole arm. Like, realistic. Took her like 3 cuts of that big old song. Did you get me? What the? That's twice. You see, when she was in attack mode, that prompt didn't pop up at first. When she stood up, it did. I don't know if that was intentional. Like the game's like, we don't want you searching for stuff while you got enemies around. I don't know, I'm gonna be picking stuff left and right. Fighting people, picking stuff up. It's important in this game because in the boss fights there are stuff that are littered kind of around like the arena where you fight the bosses in, and if you don't pick them up during the boss fight, they disappear once you defeat the boss. Some of that stuff works like that before the boss as well. There's enemies like that in the game too. If you don't get them when you first see them, like, and then you allow them to walk away, they silent hill disappear. This is where you first run into this monster. So close. I do love this monster. It's one of my creative one. I mean, it's just gross and creepy and disturbing. Go back. drink things, you can use for offerings. So that's what did. That's what I was trying to do, but they didn't really give me that much. I mean, it's almost full. There it is. His most prized possession is a comic book. How dope. Comic book I never heard of. Okay. Hold on, I'll come back for you in a second. There's another egg. Because that's like this part. You would have the arm, but you wouldn't have like the blue light, and you wouldn't have the ability to make them disappear. So a bunch of these areas, like the first time through, they were all like you had to run in, run out with the quickness. Oh yeah, because they would reanimate. It's actually, I think I mentioned that before, but that was one of the trophy / achievements was to bring everything in that blue light and kill them in that blue light. It's kind of a pain in the butt because you gotta like get their attention and then you gotta bring them around those blue light lanterns. But with the fox powers, you don't need to do all that. You just suck them up. Mm. Now we get to go watch shooting. I'm not gonna say that it mirrors his real life death. And I want to assume his is probably the easiest death to figure out because
本当の気持ちを聞かせてくれ
and it kind of links up to the things we know about their relationship. Like, we do know there's this final conversation that they had, and I want to assume that Shu took his own life either based on Himiko's death or the fact that Himiko told him that he would never see him again.
来てくれたんだな相棒俺はお前に
But I want to assume these are his real life last words.
いいんだひな子の好きなようにして俺は相棒の選択なら受け入れるぜ
And I also have to assume that this is based off of like conversation because he even mentions that you can come back. So it doesn't sound like it's based off of death. To me, his death feels like kind of a teenager decision. I'm never gonna get to see my friend again in the world's over. Hangs himself. I also think this is real world conversation. Like this was something that she was forced to do was get rid of her childhood friends to go through with this marriage. And granted, she didn't want to do this marriage. She was being forced to by her parents. But I do believe the rituals that we're seeing are rituals that she had to go through in the wedding, just minus the horrific stuff that we see after she completes the ritual. Like, she didn't really cut off her arm. She didn't really, like... I mean, I assume. I mean, who knows? She could have really done this. They do know that it's a woman that goes on the murder spree, and she's wearing a wedding dress. They don't describe her past that. So, I mean, for all we know, she does have a fox arm and a half cleaved off face. that's supposed to be the drugs. The headaches and the red and blue lines that come off of her, that's the symbolism. Because during, even though we're taking the no drug path in the storyline, she's still taking
シ
it.
ュウリンコ
This story for me has been fun as hell trying to piece together. It's like they give you the right amount to get like super interested. Like I can say the first off was trying to figure out, because every Silent Hill we played a protagonist that is alive, that is being tormented by some kind of anguish they cause themselves. Normally, there's one where it's not. This one, and I haven't played all the Silent Hill. There's a couple like the off ones.
どうして
But I want to say, from my knowledge, this is the first one where the main character might be dead.
交流なんだよな 戦える数じゃない
Every time we see that fog/fog monster stuff, every time we see that fog monster/stuff, it's. I mean, it's the game's way of telling Hiniko that she's supposed to be hurrying up.
あいつ私を追ってる
It is.
二人もあいつから逃げたのかも
Technically, it's supposed to be killing her, her friends, her parents. It's supposed to be killing all of us off because it's not legit a real day and time. Like, this is Inigo's presence, and she's supposed to be,
や
you
む
know,
を得ず
ending these friendships.
私を置いてったんだだよな
But I want to assume that's the relation on why we're in this day and time. This was that day, or I'm assuming, okay, that this was the day that she was supposed to come back to her friends and do the goodbyes and stuff. And she lingered and did, you know, even though it looks like this adventure and stuff. But maybe she wasn't, you know.
これってお供え物
So that's the representation of like the why she's running the whole game and things are chasing her. Because on this day she was supposed to hurry the fuck up. I wish we can find an enema so I can upgrade. I only got one more slot. I only need two more upgrades. And it's not called an enema. I called it for fun. It's called an enema. There he is. Watch, he's gonna run away. We'll see him again. I really thought that was a cool, like, design piece, because that's not an enemy that you're gonna fight anywhere over here, but he keeps showing up. The second you see him, he just disappears. But he waits around for you to look at him. I love that. It's kind of like, I mean, it's just background. But talk about, like, building up. Yeah, I know, this is a trap. It's not a very good trap. Got me the first time, I think. me that time. Okay. Don't fuck around with a kitchen knife. Especially not mom's kitchen knife. They tell you be careful. They sharp. Who knew the kitchen knife was the best weapon?
シュウなら
I mean,
山にも詳しいのに。
right. It was the next time, man. I think he was on a tree this time. Well, here anyone. Look, they gave us the second best item. Outside of the wolf arm. The wolf arm was definitely the wolf fox arm. And I missed him. He was in a tree, like, he was supposed to be in a tree, like, right over there. I think I was looking at something else. Where I was supposed to be looking. He's over here, man. He's right there. Get off me, bro. You don't fuck with mom's kitchen up, I'm telling you. The girl enemy was actually one of the harder enemies in the game. When you see them all flowered up like that, it's their like, that's the top model. That kitchen knife just spreads them like butter. It's like 3 little sizes. Now, if I remember right, the shrine should be coming up.
相棒を放ってどこ行った？シュウ。
Did I miss him? Oh, now he's in the tree. There he is. Yeah, jump off. You can't find him, but he's not anywhere near this area. I mean, he kind of is, but he's still pretty far. From where you first see him, he's super far. And he doesn't ever, like, sneak up on you. For the majority of the first playthrough, and what you're looking for, he never shows up. You have to, like, go find him. I can't touch that stuff. I control that stuff. That's him. That's the clue that you're getting closer to him. He's still pretty far. It's like over here. I know. It's the cheap model. Goes down in 2 hits. I'm trying to think if I even need to go over to them.
シュウたち一体どこまで行ったんだ。
That's probably like the weirdest thing that took me the longest to adjust to is that your friends just keep running off on you. That and the fox mask on. I was like, why they keep running? I mean, we're in a horror game. Why are you running away? Most likely it's because they're not there. Wait, I took a wrong turn somewhere. Oh. This way. Yeah, he's over here. Isn't that? I guess I already came over here. Maybe he's gonna jump down. It's the tree. She's the upgraded version. That's all you get. Mom's spaghetti. He's up over there.
これが壊れたらどうする。やっと抜けた。
You got new weapons. Stop freaking out. There's those drugs. Hey, look at that. Exactly what I needed. I don't remember seeing that mask. In the booty. She kind of asked me. No drugs. key. That's right. What was it?
シュウ、リンコ。
Somebody's got a message for us. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna refresh my drink, make some more coffee. It's gonna be a break at 30 seconds, and then when we hit 3 minutes, another 30-second break. I'll be right back. Brother's watching the new Tron. I know what he was watching. Looks like a decent copy, not the greatest. For you to find. Crowbar. It just died. I've never seen that before. Could have been something badass. Wasted all that time powering up. Could have swore they all come to life. That's why they give you the crowbar. Here's my coffee. keep moving forward. I got some fresh coffee. I'm just gonna load a bowl real quick. So you gotta wait a little bit longer. I need to look where I need to go. I think I just took a wrong turn. Oh, I died. I got bedazzled. I should have pulled up the map before I got to that turn. I always get mixed up. I think I've only made it through one time without dying at that point. And it's because of that weird turn. There's like 2 turns you can take. The turn that I took and one right before. I want to say the reason the other one, it looks like not a good path for some reason. Something. There is a reason I keep running that way. I was listening to the setup of Tron so far because they're like 30 minutes into the movie. So he's telling me what the plot doesn't sound that exciting. It's like my fascination with Tron moves the other way. I want to get into the grid, not out of the grid. I know that's what my brother's expecting. I own both movies. I need to physically go back and rewatch them so I can. I want to say that might be a clue. Maybe that was the serial killer's house that we went in. Alright, I need to pay attention. We need to go straight. I take that left. See, it's like the game fucks you over because it covers that part in orange. Through the girl power diversity by replacing Tron with a black woman. I'm not against like the female lead, but I need there to be a reason. Don't stop, it's there. I love this part. Alright, oh no. Game trying to get us. And it is okay to pick up the drugs. It is bad to take them. That fog monster, you think you're all safe and shit? Fuck no. Fog That monster don't just come back like on a timer because you step forward or some shit. Nope. You spend too much time. You'll still come. Keep going, though. Get past the shrine. Okay, we're good. We're good. It pulled up my voice recognition for some reason. It's like Google cannot find the shrine. We're at the halfway point, girl, so I'd say no. It's a big bad no. And they got the pills for you, everyone. You're fucked up, man.
さっきのあれ全部消えた
It was never here, you weirdo. Yeah, we are not supposed to be going up. That's why the music's getting more into it. I do like that. The game's like, hey buddy, you're going the wrong way. You need to go this way. I need to go this way. We are going off the beaten path. No, there's some things about this game that I really appreciate. And I mean, there's some small complaints in there. I can't think of them offhand. I know I got a couple of them. I can't think of them. I'm really sitting here thinking, what am I smoking? I mean, the story is a little like all over the place. You could say, maybe. I hope this is the shrine. Can't remember where it is, but I think it's next to shoes. I know this hideout's over here.
ここに繋がってたんだ
Damn it. Wait. I took a wrong turn. We're not supposed to be going to shoes. Not yet. I'm trying to find this damn sword. I want a sword. Who doesn't want a sword? And on top of it, it's like a sacred sword. I just don't remember where it is.
この神社昨今地の古い神社か昔は栄えてたみたい火事があってからは人が寄りつかなくなっちゃったって聞いた
The Sakuka mailbox key is supposed to be over here somewhere. We found it the first playthrough, and we haven't found it on any other playthrough. Meh. Maybe it's something you can only find once per playthrough. I doubt it. Maybe I'm at the wrong shrine. There's a couple of these shrines. But this up here is what I'm looking for.
これが
This is new. Brand new. I was supposed to get this last playthrough. This doesn't tie to the ending we're gonna get, but we will need it for the third ending. I still just want a sword, you know? Never rusts. An trophy unlocked. An ancient sword that harbors a malevolent energy deep within its steel. Even if the blade chips, the mysterious power that resides in it will restore the weapon to its full unblemished state. So I don't have to worry about it. While it is sheathed, the sacred sword will recover durability when you attack enemies using other weapons. While you cannot use the sacred sword to focus attack, your gauge will remain untouched if you attack while focusing. However, if you are attacked while in the state, you automatically block the attack and be forced out of focus. That's why I just made this coffee. You can perform a counter while wielding the sacred sword using R2 as long as the counter is possible, even if you are already in the middle of an attack. What? And now we got 4 weapon slots. And she like unsleeves it and she said, hell yeah! This game just get all much better. So this playthrough, well, it doesn't matter either way, but as long as there is a condition whether you find the sword or, but we can also purify it. I don't know what purifying does. But this is not the thing I missed last playthrough. I've already beat this game twice and got the same ending. I missed a major item. And you're still on board to get that ending so far. As long as I don't miss this next item. Small complaint. I want more costumes. He is. I was just gonna skip it. I was being kind of mean. Actually, you know what? I'll pull up history on my phone. One moment. Say hello. What up, Aaron? You're gonna do me next. No, I'm good. I'm good. I actually love the Star Wars animated. The only one that I don't is Resistance. I've tried
シュン、
Resistance like twice.
相棒、私だ。
It's really for me the animation style they picked for Resistance is what. And I'm not an animation style snob or anything. I've watched some like really outdated stuff, and if the story and stuff is there, I don't have an issue. I can look past them. But for some reason, with Resistance, it's not even. I don't know. It's just weird. It's not what I want from Star Wars, I guess. That's the only one that I don't recommend. Now we get to put the drugs down. This is a step we need to do for the ending. I forgot about this. Because online it's just stated that we need to not do the drugs, but this is part of that. You have to make it here, and you have to read this letter, and you have to leave the drugs.
私も相棒に頼らずに自分だけで頑張るよ。
For me, this is the real acceptance and farewell to Shu. Especially after you beat the game and find out.
とりあえず家の中で2人を待つか。
Trying to make it back to the show. Here we go. Alright, for the moment, I am going to end the stream. I'm going to go partake in my friend's live stream and throw some thoughts and stuff down. Want to come join me? That's Trev, the shipping guru, on YouTube. That's where I'll be. But we're going to end the stream here. We will continue this probably about an hour, something like that. Want to thank everybody that stopped by. Hit that like button on your way out, and I will see y'all in a little bit. Bye, guys.